Hey everybody, it's Jack and welcome back. Today I have another really exciting penny stock review and analysis video for you all. This is a company in a really hot and up and coming sector or industry. Not to mention this company has seen some pretty crazy growth over the last year or so. It's in the drone industry. I actually featured this company very briefly in one of my previous videos, and then you guys were going off in the comments asking me to go more in depth on this stock and company. So that is what I will be doing today. The company itself is Drone Delivery Canada. And if you're in Canada, you can find the stock on the TSX Venture Exchange under the ticker symbol FLT. And if you're in the United States, you can find this one on the OTC markets under the ticker symbol TAKOF. So today I'll be looking over the actual details of the company, Drone Delivery Canada, as well as what the product or offering is. I'll also be diving into the stock chart, doing a little bit of analysis, and then we'll dive deep into the financial statements to look at the overall financial well-being of the company. Hopefully I can provide some good background and information on Drone Delivery Canada as a company and a stock so that you can then go ahead and make your own well-informed decision. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy and let's hop right in. At the time of filming this video, Drone Delivery Canada is currently trading at $1.57 per share and has a market capitalization of $325 million. If we look at the 1 month chart, we can see that Drone Delivery Canada has been experiencing quite a significant pullback in its share price, as has the rest of the overall market and specifically growth stocks. They've seen quite a little bit of a sell-off over the past month, and we can see that Drone Delivery is no different. It was trading at around $2.47 early February and is now down to that $1.57 range. If we look at the 6 month chart, we can see that Drone Delivery Canada has actually seen some pretty crazy growth. It went from the 60-cent range all the way to where it currently stands at the $1.57, and that's after seeing the pullback. So that's an over 100% return right there. But before we get too much into the stock chart and analysis, let's first look at what Drone Delivery Canada does as a company and what its business is. The name of the company does slightly give it away. Drone Delivery Canada is indeed in the drone delivery business. Not only do they develop and sell drones, but they actually sell and license the software that goes with it. So they have a software as a service business model as well, which is really exciting to me. Drone delivery truly is a disruptive technology. And when it comes to Drone Delivery Canada, they are truly one of the leaders when it comes to the industry. They've been developing this technology for several years now, while newer companies are just dabbling into it. Drones are just a super effective way to reduce overall costs for delivery and bring down shipping times for all businesses. And this is exactly why we're seeing some of the biggest companies in the world start to try and adopt and move towards drone technologies. Drone Delivery Canada is also compliant with all regulatory bodies, such as Transport Canada. Another exciting thing is that they are currently in a 10-year partnership with Air Canada to help integrate drones into their cargo supply chain. This is only one of the business use cases that Drone Delivery Canada's technology and drones help to solve. They have many diverse applications that they use their drones for, leading to many various streams of revenue. They are able to cater to a wide range of applications and use cases because they have 3 very different drones that they have developed and operate. The first being the Condor, which has a max range of 200 kilometers and a max payload that it can carry up to 180 kilograms, which is crazy. That's over 400 pounds that this drone can carry. The second being the Robin, which has a max range of 60 kilometers and a max payload of 11.3 kilograms. And the final drone is the Sparrow with a max range of 30 kilometers and a max payload of 4.5 kilograms. They all have very different designs for very different use cases. So Drone Delivery is a really exciting company with some really exciting and innovative technology. But what's even more exciting is the market potential in the drone delivery sector. Currently, the market is only around $1 billion in size, but it's estimated that by 2030, the market will be $27.4 billion, and that it will grow at an estimated rate of 44% year after year until then. This is an industry that some of the biggest companies in the world are starting to funnel money into, like the Amazons, like the Walmarts, like the Googles. They are starting to put their money into drone delivery. So this market is poised to potentially take off over the next few years, even more so than it already has started. Let's now take a quick peek at the overall management and executive team of Drone Delivery Canada, as that's super important with any company. So taking a look at the senior leadership team, and we'll start with the president and CEO, Michael Zara. So Michael is the one in charge of Drone Delivery Canada, and he has over 30 years of experience as a senior level leadership member. He also brings a lot of experience in other fields. He really is a super qualified man. And if you watch any videos on YouTube of interviews with him, you'll really get that sense of the expertise he has on both the industry and the company. So I recommend you go check one of those out if you want a little bit more information on Michael Zara. Not only does the company have a great leadership team with diverse backgrounds, but it also has a very good board of directors and an advisory board. So lots of people with great backgrounds and insights to help the company grow overall. And I will link down below in the description a link to the website of Drone Delivery Canada, where you can go into detail and read the actual bios of the leadership team, the board of directors, and the advisory board. So if you want to do more research, you're on your own, this is where you can do it. So before I get into the company financials or the stock chart analysis, let's first talk about why I like Drone Delivery Canada as a company or as a product. I really like their overall business model. They have a diverse set of use cases and applications they are targeting with their 3 different types of drones that they offer. This is going to open up a lot of revenue streams for them in the future. I also like the management team. The management team has a lot of different background and experiences. They also have a really trusty board of advisors so that they can get advice on certain decisions down the road, which is super important. I also like the drone delivery industry as a whole. It is very lucrative industry that is still just in its infancy. It's projected to grow 44% year over year for the next decade or so, which is a crazy growth as an industry, much crazier growth than you'll get in almost any industry out there, which is super exciting. So let's now dive into the financial statements of Drone Delivery Canada and see what we can find out. So I have opened the balance sheet of Drone Delivery Canada for quarter 3 of 2020. We're still waiting for quarter 4 financial statements to be released, so this is the most up-to-date version. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I love to compare the ratio of current assets to current liabilities and make sure that it's above 1, which usually means that the company is in good financial standings if anything were to happen. Drone Delivery has $13 million in cash and a total current assets of $13,998,408. And their current liabilities are $1,970,649, which gives us a ratio of 7.1. And this is extremely, extremely good. And not to mention, if we look at the long-term liabilities of Drone Delivery Canada, we can see that they almost have no long-term liabilities on books, which is extremely, extremely exciting to see. Let's now look at the income statement of quarter 3 2020 to get a better look at the revenue and income of Drone Delivery Canada. The revenue of Drone Delivery Canada in quarter 3 was $36,000. So that's definitely something that sticks out. You'd kind of expect this to be a larger number for a company of this size. And their total operating expenses was over $3.8 million, leaving them with a net income for the quarter of negative $3.8 million. So in quarter 3 2020, Drone Delivery actually lost money, which is definitely not ideal as an investor. But if we look at the way Drone Delivery actually realizes revenue on its books, it actually does not put the revenue onto the income statement until it has actually gone through full testing phases. So what this means is if Drone Delivery signs a $200,000 contract and then it takes 3 to 6 months, to put the drones in place and the software and to actually test it in the client's hands, they won't realize that revenue until the 6-month mark or after that testing is complete. So there is some revenue still on the table that Drone Delivery has not realized. And if we look at the projections of their revenue for quarter 4 of 2020, they're actually projected to have made a revenue of $1 million. So you can see that it's quite a significant jump. And if this is true, we're really starting to see the revenue for Drone Delivery Canada start to take off and hit those limits that we would expect as a company of this size. So that's really exciting to see. Another really exciting thing that Drone Delivery Canada has going for it is that in their budget for 2020 and 2021, we can see that they started to act on a lot of the things they said they were going to put money towards. And the fact that they've started to beef up their sales and marketing team, as well as doing commercial testing. And we can see that over the past week or so, they've actually had 2 really nice press releases about these topics. One, that they've added a director of sales and marketing to the company. And second, that they've successfully passed some tests for commercialized testing on their Condor drone, which was some pretty rigorous tests in different weather conditions. And the drone passed all of these. It's also really important to note that for a company like Drone Delivery Canada, in the early stages of the company, a lot of money has to go towards, R&D, technology, researching that technology and the development of the technology for the drones. This is a new field, so there's nothing that they're learning from. They have to learn it all themselves and develop it all themselves. So a lot of upfront cash goes towards this in the early stages to hopefully pay off in the long run. And this is exactly what we're seeing with Drone Delivery Canada. They're spending a lot of money on their technology and software. And remember that they do have a lot of cash on hand currently. Their current assets to current liabilities ratio is above 7. So they have a lot of cash on hand with minimal debt, almost no debt on the books. So they're going to be able to last over the next few years as they start to ramp up their revenue and sales from their drones and software services. So let's now analyze the stock chart for Drone Delivery Canada and see what we can find out. So we can see that over the past few weeks, Drone Delivery Canada has seen quite a bit of a pullback as the overall market has sold off and growth stocks specifically have taken a big hit. So we can see that on Friday, it seemed to have a little bit of a bounce back in the later half of the day as it dipped down and then shot back up with this green candle right here. And if we actually draw a line here, we can see that this actually equals with this kind of support level of the peak over here from earlier part of a few months ago. That could just be an overall coincidence, as we did see quite a bounce back in the overall market and not just Drone Delivery Canada. So it's hard to tell whether or not that is a clear support level. But if we go down a bit further and draw a line down here, we can see that there is another level of support down here. So there is another support of the $1.12 range, which is quite a bit below. So it wouldn't be totally surprising if we potentially see it break that support level and continue down a bit farther. And then the ultimate support level for Drone Delivery Canada is around the 88-cent mark, between the 80 and 90-cent range. So these different levels are definitely something to take into consideration when looking at Drone Delivery Canada stock chart. These are all the different support levels that we currently see. So remember, Drone Delivery Canada has come down quite a bit over the last few weeks from in the $2 ranges down to $1.57 where it currently stands. And just last week, just a few days ago actually, a new price target came in from a 5-star analyst on Drone Delivery Canada with the 1-year forecasted price at the $2 range. So that's kind of all the information I have for you guys today. My final thoughts on Drone Delivery Canada, that it's in a super exciting and innovative industry that is just in its infancy and has potential to really explode over the next decade. A lot of companies are trying to find solutions to these costly real-world problems, and Drone Delivery Canada specifically is leading the forefront in North America to drone delivery solutions and is really applying it to such a diverse range of solutions that meets a lot of different business needs. And they do have those 3 different types of drones that really puts them ahead of the other companies in this field that are just getting in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative. Hopefully you're able to take something away and learn from it. And as a quick disclaimer, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. All the ideas and opinions in this video are my own. And this is a sponsored video. So remember to always do your own research and due diligence before investing or buying any stocks. And with that being said, again, I hope you enjoyed, and smash that like button if you did, and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all my latest content. There's a bunch more coming your way. So thanks, and I'll see ya in the next one.